Bonjour tout le monde. C'est moi, Amelia. Thank you all so much for having me back. You were also incredibly helpful last time. I don't even know where to start thanking you all. I mean, s'il vous plaît, God, you know, I mean it from the bottom of my heart. Unfortunately, I still have some unanswered questions, and I know that I'm going to have to get answers to those questions before I can really move forward with this process of applying for a residency visa for France, specifically Lille, because as I've told you before, Lille is like a tiny worm that crawled and like ate its way into my heart, and I now have a heartworm. Like a good heartworm, not like a dog heartworm. Oh, that was a terrible analogy to choose, but I think there is a more positive way to phrase that, which is that Lille has wormed its way into my heart. There we go. And taken up residency there, which is what I would like to do in France. I would like to take up residency in France. So I brought with me a few other questions that just are pressing. You know how questions can be. They're like, hello, hello, we need an answer before we're going to let you move past this checkpoint and then keep going. Okay, so the questions I brought last time largely answered. Thank you again. This time I have limited it again to 3. The first question is, how do I rent an apartment? Because it seems like it's not the same process. And I say this with firsthand knowledge because last time I stayed for just under the amount of time I'm allowed to stay without having a visitor visa. So I stayed for, I think it was like 72 days, something like that. And someone told me, you know, just rent an apartment for that amount of time because it's super easy here. And all the laws are in favor of tenants, and you only need to give 1 month notice before you break a lease. And I thought, holy bejesus, this sounds too good to be true. So, you know, I'm walking around Lille. There's all these immobilier offices with their fancy displays of all the apartments that they have available. And I went in and talked to someone at 3 different immobiliers. And at each place, I found like the perfect apartment. It would have been perfect for me. And I did all the things, and I submitted everything that they said needed to be submitted. And I had never heard back from anybody. Is that kind of how it goes here? Because I don't know what to do next. In my world, I submit an application, I wait a reasonable amount of time, and then I get a decision. That does not seem to be how it works here. So any guidance on that would be much appreciated, because obviously I'm going to need to live somewhere, right? We all do, right? So just renting an apartment, like the ABCs of it, or I guess as you would say, the ABCs of it, because in French, the letters are different. The second question is less practical, and it's more emotional. I have heard from a lot of people that they moved here, relocated, like upped themselves from whatever they were doing in America and came over here and started a new life, right? New chapter. And so many of them hit a wall at a certain point where it's just kind of like homesickness, I guess. And so I want to know if that's something I need to be ready for. Because right now, if you asked me, are you going to get homesick once you take up residency in France? I would say, no, I will be in France. What is there to miss back home? Oh, I can think of a few things that I will miss. Okay, so maybe that question, maybe I should have thought about that a little bit more before I asked it. So I'm just going to mentally make a little check mark there. Yes, you will experience homesickness. Okay, and the last one is, I'm trying to balance the types of questions I ask. The last one is just practical. Why, and maybe there's no good answer, but I still got to ask, okay? Why is it that breakfast seems to start at like 9, and then lunch, like noon is early for lunch, is what I see. And then dinner does not even think of starting until like 7. And those times are all like a couple hours off for me. Like for me, breakfast starts around 7. Lunch starts around 11. Dinner starts around 5:30. And so, I don't know. Why? Is it just France, everything is later? Do you guys go to bed really late? Do you sleep in the morning? Like, and also, how do you work when you're spending, it seems like, a couple hours in the morning and a couple hours in the middle of the day and a couple hours in the late afternoon and 2-3 hours at night at a restaurant? How do you work? How do you fit that in? Not that I care, because I won't be working, because I'm, I've been saving since I was 14, and I had that first job as a roller skating waitress, squirreling money away like a good American. So I have enough that I can comfortably agree not to work while I'm in France. So, but it was more just out of curiosity, like what, how, why, So, I'm going to be circulating around afterwards, just kind of in the lobby, or as you would say, in the foyer, le foyer. And so if you have thoughts on any of the topics that I have broached tonight, and you just want to tippy tap me on the shoulder and give me your 2 centimes worth of thoughts, I would really appreciate it. And once again, s'il vous plaît for having me. It has been, once again, an honor, and I look forward to chatting you up. Okay? Okay. Mwah.